Yo, what in the fuck is up? Freestyle Steve back with it again. You know how he does, just chilling, fucking trying to get more face to face with you guys out there. That's what's up. All right, man. Word. But today we are thought I'd flip it up a little bit. I'm trying to look for something here. Okay, what I'm trying to look for I can't find, son of a bitch. So, like I said, what I thought I'd do is I'd flip it up a little bit. And for this one, we are. The fuck? Come on now. We are going to do a. Okay, here we go. I found what I was looking for. We are going to do a unboxing. Word up. That's what's good. I don't know if you want to call this an unboxing, maybe a more like an unwrapping, because it actually is unboxed, but I never opened it out of the wrapping. So with that said, this is definitely a long overdue. This is long overdue. I got this sometime last year. Let me see when I got it. Okay. So it was, yeah, it's actually more. I've had it longer than a year and I haven't even opened it. I got it 2/7/15. So that'd be February 7th of 2015. I'm just checking through my email files. And, we're already, fuck, what are we? April 15th of 2016. So, damn, yeah, it just stood there. I had planned to do an unboxing of it at one point, and I never got around to doing it. And it just I actually, what can you say? I unboxed it. I just never unwrapped it. Never opened it. I had never got that far. I wanted to do it, and then I just put it aside. But with that said, this is something pretty dope. It's a piece of a gear, technical gear, I guess you could call it. What do they call these things? Mini computer boards. I'm not even sure what it would be called. Credit card sized single board computer. But anyway, this is called Raspberry Pi. So, I'm thinking some of my viewers that they might have, or my subscribers, viewers. I'm sure people that are looking up Raspberry Pi probably know what it is, but some of my subscribers might have heard of it. If not, I guess I can explain it. I'm not the best with these explanations, but it's basically a, like I said, a credit card sized computer. Yeah, so it's when you get it from wherever, it usually comes as just pretty much the circuit board, the board, credit card sized computer board, breakout board or whatever you want to call it. And it's got your components on it. They come with, where you can plug an Ethernet port, USB port, etc., etc. But basically that's what it is like a credit card sized computer breakout board, whatever. There's a lot that goes on with these Raspberry Pi devices. There's like, there's so much projects you can do with them. Like you can build like little, mecha bots, and they since they are computers, they run operating systems. I mean, it seems like they're Linux based operating systems, but I even think one of the Raspberry Pi, one of them also runs a Windows based operating system. I think that even when you had got the Raspberry Pi, which it's this model I got. I'm not sure if that's even still doable now, but for this Raspberry Pi model that I got, they they have Windows 10, or they were offering it at the time of purchase. I don't know if that's good now, but if not, there's tons of Linux Linux distributions that are made for this Raspberry Pi, and some are specific to just certain things. Like there's even I think a distribution like just pretty much geared towards like emulators and emulation and networking and emulation. So there's definitely a lot you can do with it. I got a partner that's really mechanically good, and I'm more of the, how would you say it? He's more of the hardware, and I'm more of the software. So I'm gonna probably get together with him, and we might do something. I'm not sure. He was really interested in this when I picked it up, and we just never got around to messing with it. I never, never unboxed it or whatever. But finally gonna get down to unboxing this shit, So hopefully we'll mess around with it. I don't know what I want to do with it. I mean, I've got enough computer peripherals and tablets and smartphone and all that, so I'm really, not positive on what I want to do with it. I think I'll probably, maybe I'll mess with it and see what, with which Linux distro works the best with it, or whatever they recommend. I know they even have their own Raspberry Pi distro, so, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, I imagine you have to probably have some kind of distro on it anyway to do certain things, but I kind of want to get into something, with the hardware end of it. Like, I'm wondering if I could incorporate it maybe into to the, like, the quadcopter thing. If there's any Raspberry Pi projects I could get that would be quadcopter based or something, that might be pretty cool. I mean, maybe some Raspberry Pi based FPV goggles, or maybe there's certain software on there that you can incorporate with, certain quadcopter functions, or there's it's pretty much a mini computer, credit card size computer. There's a lot you can do with it, so you don't just need to use it as a computer. There's kits you can buy, tons of kits that you can buy to help you out with it. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's compatible with the other. I've never really messed with the other board. I don't even know how you say it, but it's kind of like an engineering, breakout board with and kit with stuff you can do and projects. It's that Arduino stuff. I imagine you can get this and that, and probably come up with some cool little projects. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and open this up. So like I said, unboxed it, but I never even opened it. So it just, it's just straight in the package. So that's what's up. Unboxed, but never opened. Word. And this particular, if you can see that's what it says. Raspberry Pi 2 Model B, 1 gigabyte. So this was at the time, this was the best model. I think they had like a Model A, and so this was just basically upgraded with a little bit faster. I guess a quad core. There's some kind of quad core processor in here. I don't know if the old one was dual core or maybe single core. I'm not sure. Maybe the RAM was upgraded. It might have been 512 megabytes, so now it's got a gig. So this was the upgraded model when I got it, So it is the Raspberry Pi. I know you guys could probably see that. Raspberry Pi 2 Model B, 1 gigabyte. So it says 6 times faster, so that's what they say it is than the other model. But yeah, with that said, we'll go ahead and get this going. This was a whole pack, so usually, a lot of people, they'll just order the card, and it'll come probably with this part, which is just basically the peripheral, the breakout circuit board mini computer credit card, and that's it. You don't get like anything else with it, but you can buy certain packs like that'll come with a couple of accessories. Like this one has some heat sinks in there, which if you want to put them on, you can. It comes with the case, so you don't just have to leave the circuits and the board exposed. There's a case that this one comes with. It's like just a plastic quick clear case, so you can go ahead and put your Raspberry Pi in that, for protection, instead of leaving everything open. I mean, some people might do that just if they're using it maybe for, for more intense uses. They might actually leave it without a case so it don't get hot. But let's go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm actually I wanted to do this video because, quite frankly, I wanted to fucking open this thing up. Like I said, I've had it since February, and I just never bothered to open it. I don't know why. I just got into other things and just put it aside. I was too busy, playing with other shit. So finally just thought, alright, man, it's definitely overdue before, it gets too old. And not only that, I'm having fun using these, using this little remote shutter thing. Just good practice, see if it works for triggering my phone, which it does. So that's cool, no doubt. So, yeah, fuck yeah, I've been waiting over a year to open this shit, okay? So we finally did, so let's go piece by piece. So this piece feels like the case, and I imagine it's just into pieces, probably a couple front, back piece you have to put together, and it looks like there's a heat sink in there. So if you can see, I'm opening that up right there. So yeah, this is cool. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, look, so they give me 3 heat sinks. That's cool, 2 little ones and 1 big one to put somewhere else. Alright. And it looks like I said, this is the case. So that was one package. You got a couple heat sinks there. Alright, right on. 3 of them. And this is the case. So basically, this is what the Raspberry Pi would, well, if you want to get a case, you can put it, of course it's into pieces. You have to piece it together, which, I could do really quick, but I don't know if I want to. Actually, maybe I don't know if I could do really quick. I might have to look at something. But yeah, this is basically the case, right here. It's broken up into a couple pieces. I imagine this is probably goes like that, top, bottom, something on the side there, something on the side there, like that. I'm not even sure, like I said. I'd probably have to, I can't really do it probably just right now. I mean, seems like I'm not looking at it right or something, so I'd probably definitely have to look at the manual, but but that's the case. So there's a couple pieces. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces for the case. Well, like I said too, this was a package I got. So if you just get the pure board, it's cheaper. It's probably and I mean, you could probably track all these down separately cheaper. Just at the time, I didn't really care. I just wanted to get it, so I got whatever package deals they were offering off eBay. Which, when I seen it, wasn't really that much, more than just getting the Raspberry Pi itself was, I don't know how much it was, but I think I only ended up paying maybe $11, $12 more for, this case and the heat sink, and I forgot what else it came with. Maybe it came with the power supply, because I don't think, yeah, with the US power supply, because I don't think it, itself comes with one, so you have to have one laying around your house. So that's that. Alright, and here's the power supply. Watch, I asked for a US power supply. Watch them give me a Euro power supply, Euro thing, which, that's fine. I got, a couple of those adapters anyway. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like we're good here. And this power supply, it probably looks like it's the end of that looks like what is that, mini USB, micro USB port. So power supply, hooks into the side of there's probably a micro USB slot, or I don't know if this is micro USB or mini. I get them mixed up. I'll have to look up which one's which one these days, but this is the power supply, so obviously you plug this into your outlet, and this goes into the little USB, slot there. What is this, a USB? It says B, so there's that USB-B connection, boom, and then there you go. So that's how you get your power. And I mean, some people have some of these laying around. These ones are a little different. They might not have one like this. I mean, everybody has standard USB cords that we get with our phones, So we got heatsink, case, power supply, and this is what we've been waiting for. So this is the actual box. So check this out. So yeah, and you know I got a brand new 64 gigabyte micro SD card too, but I think I need to get another one. I know that's usually what kind of storage this thing takes is S. Yeah, because I don't have any internal storage, so you run all off of a micro SD, micro SD storage. So, and at the time I think I had bought a new 64 gigabyte too, which I've never used. So let's go ahead and take this out. So here is the box unwrapped. I know you've seen the front. Look, here's the side of it right there. Raspberry Pi 2 Model B, 1 gigabyte. Boom. And on the back, it says Raspberry Pi, key features and benefits. Quad-core Broadcom BCM2836 CPU with 1 gigabyte RAM. 40-pin extended GPIO micro SD slot. It says multiple ports. 4 USB. I didn't realize there was 4 USB ports on it. That's kind of cool. But it says 4 USB ports, full-size HDMI. That's cool. 4 pull stereo output and composite video port. Nice. CSI camera port and DSI display port. Micro USB power source. So, watch. That's just what I was reading back right there. So yeah, definitely, this is pretty cool. I don't think this is probably something for everybody, but you can do a lot of stuff on this. Like if you've seen some of my other, I don't know if you want to call them reviews or just quick looks at stuff, you've probably seen me mess with the Remix Mini and mess with the program Kodi. I even do a look at that Chewy tablet where, I show Kodi it, and people might have heard of that, people that are into wanting to get into streaming media and stuff. And there's even Kodi builds out for this box as well, Kodi version. So you can actually run Kodi on this and stream a bunch of media, like video plugins, music plugins, radio stations, all that. You got Kodi, so there you go. And like I said, it is Linux based, so probably some Linux programs will work. Probably can't expect all of them to, but I'm pretty sure there's a good majority that'll work. And even games, maybe some of the older, less intensive Linux games, might work. I mean, I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and crack her open. Word up. Alright, so upon opening, it looks like this damn chair I'm sitting on, it sucks. Looks like we got a instruction manual or some kind of manual on the top, and the actual Raspberry Pi is on the bottom. So let's go ahead and look at the manual. The manual is thick. Look at this. Looks like the manual. There's Spanish. I see Spanish, and I see. Wow, there's one that looks like Chinese, and then they have one that's in a different. It could be Japanese and Chinese, because they have one that's darker. Looks like darker writing. If you see that, and then that I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese. And then watch, if you go to the next page, it's like it's lighter, but it's like almost one or the other. So it looks like they have Japanese, Chinese. Let's see. I see Spanish there, like Russian or something. Yeah, there's quite a few. So for the English, instructions go up to page. Looks like we got up to page. Well, there's not really. Okay, it says page 4. So English starts on page 4, and it goes to page 12. And then after 12, it looks okay. Oh, here we go. The table of contents says what it has: English, Czech, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, German, Italian, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Swedish, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. So, and it looks like each one is 8 pages because English is from page 4 to 12, Czech is from 12 to 20, Danish is from 20 to 28. So, you definitely got, a lot of your languages there. So, you can definitely navigate through the manual if you need to. So, that's that. And if you want to see, like, the first page just really has, maybe that'd be good to show you guys. You can kind of see, like, right there, how they're describing the layout of it. So, there's the USB ports right there. I don't know why it said 4. I only see 2. I don't know where the hell they got 4 from. See, I see the 2 on top. The box says 4 USB ports. Unless maybe they're counting the micro USB. Well, that would only be 3 still. Where's see, I don't get that shit. The box, look at the box. The box says 4 USB ports right there. See it? But if you look at the description, they only show 2. Those USB 2.0 and the micro USB power slots. So that's only, 3. Or if even that's 2 USB and 1 micro USB. So, yeah, I don't know where they get 4 at. But yeah, there's basically the first part of the manual, showing you everything. There's where you could put your micro SD in, your power, HDMI, audio jack, and RCA video, Ethernet. So, next page just tells, about it. So, pretty cool. Definitely, there's a little bit of a manual there. Good to get through. I need a drink of water. I got caught in mouth. Freestyle Steve. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So, this is what it looks like. I don't really want to take it out, but I think you guys can probably... Maybe I should take it out. Okay. I'm going to have to be careful with this thing. I could touch it on the bottom right there. Alright, word up. So, this is basically... Oh, it does have 4 USB ports. I just wasn't looking right. So, if you guys want to see it, that's exactly what it looks like. And they're pretty much right. It is a credit card sized computer. Pretty much. And like I said, this is what you get. The breakout circuit board, pretty much. Pretty much credit card sized computer as it's, touted as being. Okay, so that is probably what you would call the front. Well, maybe that's, well, most people probably have it in the case sitting like this, so your HDMI could go into your TV, or if, not maybe your front, but, my setup, I'll have it like this, so the HDMI, because that's HDMI right there, so, that would go to my TV. But anyway, if you want to look at it like this, I'll point out everything. That's your HDMI port right there. That's your power, wait, no, that's not, I'm sorry. That's your HDMI port right there. That's your audio part for like headphones or whatever. There's your micro USB power. That's where you put, or your micro USB, well, for power. I guess you can't have your micro USB in at the same time that, you're powering it. Maybe if you have a USB hub, but I don't know how that would work. Sorry, guys. I'm getting kind of my throat. We had some jalapeno poppers earlier, and they burnt my ass, so kind of getting up with that. Okay, so there's your micro USB from that side of view. There's your HDMI. There is your audio port, for headphones or whatever, line out audio. And if you want to look at it, from this kind of top view, there's where you would plug in your Ethernet cord. So that's for your internet. Like if you want to go into your router or something. I don't know if these have Wi-Fi. I'm not positive. I know certain ones do. You might have to buy a Wi-Fi chip in. Might even be just as simple as installing drivers into the device, because these little devices, they nowadays they can do a lot of stuff. But that's standard Ethernet port where you would plug into your internet, your router. There is 4 USB ports. So if you check there, they're stacked on top of each other. One, two, one, two. And let's see. Okay. And this is, it's hard to see, but that's where you put your micro SD card on the bottom there. So, it almost looks like it does on your phone, so just slip it in there. And what am I missing? There's a camera port. Let's see. Okay. CSI camera port and DSI display port. So I imagine that this says camera right here. So I wonder if that's the camera port, and this says display. So, that must be the camera port, and that must be the display port. CSI and DSI. I've never actually seen a CSI or DSI connection. I'm not sure. I have what do you call it? Is it a display port? Is that what they call a DP connection? But I'm not positive with this. It says DSI display port, but I'm talking about like the display ports on the Macs, or even just like certain laptops. But so that's for your camera, it says, and that's for your display. So that's pretty much what it looks like. That's what you get with the device. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty dope device. There's a lot you could do with it. I don't know what I want to do with it. I mean, I have multiple devices that I use for all kinds of purposes. I'm trying to open this damn bag so I put it back in there. I don't just have this one. I mean, I have Remix Mini, Shield. I have like 5 tablets. So I'm pretty good on, little gadgets and stuff. But I just thought this would be cool. It would give me another platform to work with different things. And being a gamer, there's a couple of certain gaming, I don't know if you would call them software or apps or what, but I know there's a couple of gaming oriented things made for this Raspberry Pi. I see the emulators that came out for it, and like I said, I even think there's a distribution, a Linux distribution that's for the Raspberry Pi, but it's like just straight a gaming distribution, not per se like Steam OS is, and like how that is, but it's like just got emulators built into the distro and networking features that I think these emulators might come with networking. I mean, nowadays where they're at with all this stuff, they do excuse me, they do a lot of them do anyway. But yeah, I know there's definitely some cool stuff you can do with this, and like I said, I'd like to even incorporate it like maybe into something with doing some quadcopter stuff. There's probably certain things you can do with that, and like I said, they use them to make little mecha bots and just other Raspberry Pi projects, and there are just tons of stuff out there. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I just wanted to really do this just because like I said, I've had this since, look it on my email, February 7th of last year. We're in what's today, March 15th, so it's been a year and 2 months and a year and 2 months and almost 8 days. Pretty much a year and 2 months and 8 days since that pretty much. And I did mean to do one of these. I mean, not like, a review like this, like a face-to-face review. I just had managed to unbox it and get this over with a long time ago. I just never did. I ended up getting into the quadcopter thing pretty hard during around well, that's pretty much a year and 2 months ago is about the time I started picking up into the quadcopter thing. I've only been with that for maybe not even 2 years, about like around the time I got this. And I think that probably had a little bit to do why this probably just got shoved to the side, because I was just doing all those flights, and then once winter came, I couldn't do any more flights, so kind of got a little bit back on the beat making grind, doing a little bit of music thing, and then now that it's gonna warm up, or that it is warming up, I'm hoping I could get some quadcopter flights outside. I kind of got I kind of got into the computer again, gaming thing. Again, I go through my phases, but I got that NVIDIA Shield, so I can record gameplay, which is really dope. There's tons that you can do with it, and just learning more about the technology with these phones and these tablets, and using, you know, a lot of these computer programs, and just from recording my games on the Shield has gotten me to want to record computer games and, you know, phone games. So you'll see a lot of that stuff on my page, you know, just a mix of it all. But really, I'm just kind of glad to get this done. I'm gonna mess with this. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll probably install one of the certain distributions they have with it, and I might even do a video. Maybe it'll actually give me a chance to use that bigger tripod I have, you know, and I'll end up probably having to hook the Raspberry Pi up to the big monitor I have, and maybe I can do a setup and just, you know, we can do a setup video like I did with the Shield. And like I said with the Raspberry Pi 2, there's so much you can do with it. There's many different options. I don't really know, you know, how many operating systems there is for it, or if they just stick with Linux. But you know, there's definitely this, you know, there's a lot you can do with it. Like I said, I think they even have Windows 10 for this thing, so that might be kind of cool. I could just turn it into, you know, a Windows box. Although I don't know how good Windows 10 is gonna run on this, you know, as compared to a souped up computer. It's definitely, you know, not going to be as nice as having a higher end computer for Windows. I mean, you know, if you're trying to run something like this for computing needs, you might want to use one of the Linux distributions they have for it. They might be a little faster, you know, a little bit, you know, better for that. But I mean, you can get it done in Windows too. I just think, you know, then again, who knows? Maybe it's a what would you say, a special version of Windows 10 that they're offering for this, you know, maybe a slimmed down, optimized for the Raspberry Pi version. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, you know, but I don't plan on doing any heavy gaming with it, you know, for Windows. I mean, older Windows games you can. So if anything, I'd probably just for, I guess you could say, for efficiency, you know, and probably most optimal output, I guess, or whatever. I'll probably just run a Debian, a Linux distribution on it for a while, and then just go from there. Maybe I'll just see if I can get into that gaming operating system and just throw that on right off the bat. You know, not even not even bother with any of the other Debian or Linux distributions. And again, if the Windows 10 distribution seems pretty good, I wouldn't mind trying that. I have Windows 10 on one of my machines, you know, and I use it a little bit, but that'd definitely be dope. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sayonara, peace out, you know. Just another video, another excuse for me to mess with all this crap I have. Definitely just, you know, really wanted to unbox this. It was long overdue, like I said. A year and 2 months overdue, so definitely had to get it done. And like, I'm trying to do more of this stuff. Maybe I'll do more face-to-face reviews, you know, whatever, and just, you know, another reason for me to use this. So once I press this top button here, video should be out. So, alright, with that said, Freestyle Steve, I'm out. Peace out, guys. Be cool. I hope it didn't go out. You know, what probably happened is the Bluetooth connection. I might have went too long for the video and it ain't stopping. Look. Damn, that sucks. Let me see the bottom one. Nope, yeah. Oh, well. Alright, well, that's what's up then, guys. Peace out.